This episode is powered by British Gas, who we are buzzing to announce have joined the Daily Brightness team as our new partners, which is perfect timing because Sundays are our favourite day of the week.
Yeah, everyone's switching on for kick-off. Kettle, telly, the lot.
But with PeakSave from British Gas, customers can take advantage of half-price electricity every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Over 1 million people already use it to save money, helping you make the most of your Sunday.
And it lines up perfectly with the football. You can relax, watch the game, and let the house do the work.
And it's not just homes they are taking care of. They are backing the Barclays Women's Super League too, showing the same reliability and support on the pitch as they do off it. British Gas, proud partner of the Barclays Women's Super League. Search British Gas PeakSave to start saving. Up to 60 kilowatts per session, eligible tariff and smart meter required.
Hello and welcome to Daily Brightness. We've had a little bit of no weekend football for you, Millie, which is a rare one. But first of all, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, bestie. Yeah, I'm loving these little weekends off. It's brilliant. I never normally get used to having a Sunday off and just doing what normal people do and lounging around. And yeah, it's been really nice. But yeah, I've had a good week. I had a bit of sad news yesterday. We lost my dad's dog, really suddenly. And I was meant to go up at the weekend. Yeah.
Oh.
And now I feel like super guilty because I was meant to go up and then I basically got an egg in my tyre and he was like, you can't drive on the motorway because it could have blown at any time. Been driving all week with it. Didn't know it was that dangerous. So now I feel like really bad because then I would have been up there and I would have seen her and
really
then
sad.
Like she died really suddenly, like her kidneys just packed in, like they said, like toxins in her body. She's only 6. So I just feel at the minute like we're a little bit like cursed, like whether we seem to be losing people around us, like animals, like it's just, and for me like animals are the same as they are for you, like they're part of the furniture, like so it's just like it's just one thing after another it seems at the minute. So yeah, we've had a little bit of sad news there. So poor little Jess is now resting.
Awful.
I feel so sorry for my dad. Like obviously it's sad that we all lose her, but she was his dog. So
yeah.
I just feel like it's one thing after another for him, and yeah, it's just shit. Like it's just.
Well, that's Dexy talking to Jess. So
yeah, she is. That's Jess. She's communicating. Hi, baby girl.
Oi!
That is the good old northerner. Oi! You tell her, bestie.
Yeah, I had obviously not a great result on Friday night, but went back up home this weekend. So
that's nice.
Took Sarah and her dad to go watch Leeds against Villa, which was obviously disappointing for me and my brother, and a really nice time for Sarah and her dad.
Well, I'm glad you got a chance to go home. It's always special times when you get to go back. And I'm sorry that Leeds didn't. Listen, Wednesday didn't win our derby either.
Don't worry, they always disappoint. I never don't go there with massive expectations. But,
hey, we stay fans though, don't we?
We do.
We stay fans. Anyway, talking of football, shall we do a little roundup of everything? Do you want to start with your game? There's been some interesting results in the League Cup.
Magic of the Cup, isn't it, I suppose? But yeah, I mean, it's a derby at the end of the day. So as long as I've been at Villa, I've never played a derby. So it was
we spoke about last time about it being like a massive, massive fixture.
But again, I think just wasn't our night. You know, Birmingham came out, played really well. Like they really were up for it, and credit to them at the end of the day for going on and winning on the pens. But went 2-0 down early. Well, 1-0 down at early doors-ish. And then obviously we lost a player, got a player sent off.
Was it a red?
Yes.
Your game was interesting though, like really end to end, like in terms of like excitement for fans.
That's what I mean. It was a good game for fans, I think, especially being a derby. But so we conceded 1-0 down, and then went down to 10 men, and then 2-0 early into the second half. I think it went 2-1, 2-0, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2 us. And then literally a minute later they went and scored off a corner, so 3-3 going into pens. And we've not had the best results with pens at the minute. Like we lost to Spurs, and we drew with Spurs and then lost to them on pens. So, but yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's never nice to lose especially at a derby. But good to see Lucia Kendall get her first goal, Rachel Maltby get her first goal for the club. So yeah, there was positives, I guess, if you can take them from that. But yeah, disappointing to be out of that cup, and and lose overall in the derby. But yeah, there was some wild results this week, I think, as well.
Yeah, there was crazy ones. Well, we'll run through them. But City beat Forest 2-0. I didn't actually get to see many of the games. I've just seen the highlights.
It's quite hard to watch the cup games as well, though. They're never obviously televised. So
Liverpool beat Sheffield United 4-1. That's obviously really good for Liverpool. I think that'll give them, a lot of confidence as well. I think they took a lot off the back of our game, and hopefully they keep that momentum going for them as a club now. This one, Newcastle-Everton, 3-1.
I think I'd like to see that one.
Yeah, and I'm always intrigued by Newcastle because I just feel like whenever I've seen them against some of the bigger teams, they've not always necessarily got the result, but then sometimes results don't ever reflect the performance.
No, exactly.
But I think they have a lot to give. I'm excited by them.
Yeah, me too. I think it's one of them where I don't think it'll be this year for them. I mean, it'd be great for the league, it'd be great for them, great for Little Peanut if they do go on and do it.
I know. Come on, Little Bean, get back in the league.
Kind of just building up something special there. But yeah, and Portsmouth beat West Ham. That's a weird one.
Yeah, but then again, this is what we were saying about the likes of Everton and West Ham. You never know what you're getting. And let's just send out a reminder. It is the magic of the cup. This is what happens in cup games. You should never go in expecting to win.
No,
ever.
You can't write anyone off.
We've had results in the past. I remember when it weren't London City and it was London Bees and they beat us. They beat us and knocked us out. And it's it's the magic of the cup. Players have that inner belief and that extra little bit of shit, we can do this. We've got it. But yeah, not a good day for West Ham.
Sunderland beating Durham on pens. I think that's kind of a bit of a derby. So was probably a bit of an exciting game. I did see Durham score an absolute worldy free kick from basically on the goal line.
Really?
She's on the goal line and whipped it top far post.
Freaking heck.
But
Fair play.
So that was another one. Probably one that I wouldn't have been able to predict. Southampton losing to Charlton. When they're in the same league, it's a bit different, isn't it? It's not it's not really a shock either way, I don't think. But
London City Lionesses beat Ipswich 2-0.
As expected.
Wow, Crystal Palace Leicester.
I know.
3-0.
That's a game that I'd like to have seen, I think, because I don't really know what happened there, but obviously another red card late on for them.
They'll be really disappointed with that.
It's quite a heavy defeat to a championship side, which you don't want.
No.
Especially going into the international break.
Oh, and Spurs beat Bristol 1-0.
A win's a win for them, isn't it? So through to the quarterfinals, City, Liverpool, West Ham, Crystal Palace, Spurs, and then Chelsea, Arsenal, United joining in the quarterfinals.
Oh, that's what you're not happy about.
No, it's bullshit.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Right, Bestie, how is the Champions League shaping up?
It's really exciting, I really like the new layout. I love this format. Obviously, we're doing the same as the men's Champions League, and yeah, it makes it more interesting. But I think we're in a good place. We're probably not where we would have liked to have been. Obviously, top 4 get automatic qualification. So yeah, it's kind of all to play for, and I guess everyone's now pushing. That's the aim, is to get in that top 4. But we had a good result against Barcelona, 1-1 in the end. I think, the girls played amazing and defended really well. I think the only thing we'd probably be disappointed with is we're not taking our chances. And it was actually Ellie at wing back that she obviously scored an unreal goal, which I was buzzing for.
As well, didn't she? Another big chance.
In the second half, but I think she created most of our chances, and it's she's playing wing back, so I think it's something to be aware of moving forward. Obviously, Champions League, you don't get many big chances, so when you get them, we have to take them. But I did think Barca were a little bit flat, actually. I don't think they like the cold. At Stamford Bridge. Yeah, so when you're playing against the likes of Barcelona, I think it's amazing to come away a 1-1, and it's not the worst result. I think the one that we'll be gutted about is when we drew to 20, because obviously we've seen other teams have already qualified now. But listen, we just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. But I think the Champions League this year is stronger than ever. I think you see in the performances of the other teams. I love the format. I think it's really, really good, and I think it gives other teams an opportunity.
Let's talk about yours and Arsenal's chances. Obviously, United have confirmed a place in the playoffs, but so after 4 games, you're in 6th, a point and 2 places outside the top 4. Host Roma and the next one, and then go to Wolfsburg. I mean, Wolfsburg did a number on Man United. But I also think they're always your team in the Champions League. That's always a bit like, ooh.
I was just going to say, my early years as a Chelsea player playing against in the Champions League, all I think of is Wolfsburg. Like, they used to batter us. But listen, like, we're two different teams now. I actually think they've like come back around, because I think there was a point where they dipped and they weren't really in a good place, and now it's like they've spiked again and they're back in form. But yeah, they absolutely battered United, and I think they really showed like that they're a Champions League team and they're here to compete and win, not just compete even. So, and Roma, like, difficult team. Everyone probably kind of just like brushes over them a little bit, but I think they're a really, really strong team, lots of threats, and definitely not someone that you can just go and be like, well, we'll pick up 3 back. No, that doesn't happen. Very, very difficult. So yeah, we've got Everton, Brighton, Roma, and then Wolfsburg. Again, like, your Brighton's unpredictable, don't really know what you're getting, always like a scrappy game for us.
Yeah.
Same with Everton, don't know what you're getting, like, it's, yeah, and then Roma and Wolfsburg, I think, are going to be like, we have to win.
Yeah, don't shy away from the fact it's literally must-win game.
Must-win games, yeah. It's so it's a really, really tough block. But I do think like you're seeing other teams getting like some spotlight in the Champions League, and I think it's good for the game. I think this format is much better for the women's game, and I think it highlights other teams in different leagues, and I think it gives other teams an opportunity of being up there and competing rather than just the same teams.
There's so much more to play for. Like, you've got a really good chance based on other teams around you and how well they've done. I feel like when it's just one game, it's almost like a final, isn't it? Like, there's nerves.
Yeah.
I think in a league format, it gets to kind of show other teams get to show what they can do. And yeah, I quite like this as well, to be honest.
Yeah. So just for anyone listening, the teams that have qualified so far, Barcelona, Lyon, Wolfsburg, Bayern Munich and United.
All right, and then moving on to the Nations League final previews. We've got Germany against Spain. I think that's going to be an interesting one.
I really didn't know this, but I was talking to CEO before, obviously, international. She was like, you're basically playing 2 finals.
Yeah, it is.
What if one team like loses 4-0? Like, then that's a mountain to climb for the second one, no?
And you've got to go in 5-0, haven't you? And then secondly, playing the same team twice in a week, it's like...
Oh my God, don't even get me started on that.
Like, I just feel like that's always tough anyway, but Germany have 5 wins, Spain have 1 and 3 draws. So
I think Germany, you know, I'm gonna back them. I'm gonna back my little CO.
I think I don't know what it is about them. They just have that, like,
they've got that edge.
They've got the edge.
That little.
But then you've got Spain, who, given one chance,
can turn it up.
So it will be. I'll be actually really looking forward to watching that.
Yeah, I am going to go Germany though, just because I just think they have that ability to like grind stuff out, and I think they've got their squads developed a lot as well. I think they've got new players coming in, like loads of attacking threat, and I think their attackers are in form, like very much in form. And you could say the same against Spain, but yeah, I just think they've got that little bit of sparkle, Germany, at the minute. I think they're really in their place, and
they're glowing.
Obviously I've got back. They're glowing.
Yeah,
like us at Christmas.
It will be a good one. I think I'll watch that one. Maybe you can come and watch that one with me.
Yeah, maybe we'll watch it together, bestie.
Well, you'll be with me the next day anyway, so.
Yeah, well, actually, I've got a little something to discuss with you offline. So
offline.
Offline.
But yeah, definitely an interesting game. One that I think all eyes will be on. It'll be one of those games that you just don't want to miss. So
100%.
So Friday is the one in Germany, and then Tuesday is the one in Spain. So.
And I think it all goes off the first one, you know. You don't want a big loss in this first one. You don't want to be conceding a lot.
But then you
otherwise.
also don't want to be too cagey.
Right, we are going to take a quick break and we will be back very soon. Welcome back, everybody. We officially have our first guest of the podcast, and what a guest she is. A very, very special person to both of us. She's achieved something incredible this weekend, and she's definitely a person that me and Rachel are extremely proud of. So welcome Sarah Mayling. Woo! Get in, bestie.
That was a good intro, that.
Did you like it? It's my first one.
Let me get in.
I was a bit nervous, actually.
I was a bit nervous. My heart
Guys, this is Sarah. As you all may know, she's actually referred to as my bestie. But yeah, Sarah, welcome to the pod. First off, just give us a little down low on the pod. What do you think?
Oh, I love it.
Do you think we're good at it?
I listened to it when you're recording it, and then I listened to it on Spotify.
No, literally.
That is
sometimes
so
I come down and I'm
cute.
like, I can hear myself.
Where am I?
I'm like, is Millie on the phone downstairs?
Well, Rach, do you want to tell us why Miss Mayling is on and what her amazing achievement is? Because it definitely needs to be celebrated.
Yeah, so Sarah has just recently been recognised and presented with her 15-year service at Aston Villa. So
That is freaking
congratulations.
amazing.
Also, I think what's really special about it is it's her team that she supports in a childhood club. She's got a season ticket at the club with her dad still, and has done for so many years in the Rowdy Hall end.
Of course she's there, a little hooligan.
I'd love that. Like, if I could imagine playing for Leeds for 15 years, like the team that I support, like I grew up with. I think that would be amazing. So how do you sum up your 15 years at Aston Villa?
Well, it's mad, really, because I feel like I'm still 15 years old, so it's weird.
You look it as well.
Yeah, you look it, to be fair.
Get ID'd everywhere we go.
What's your skincare routine? What's the trick?
I don't have one, just water.
They do say, actually, it's less toxins in the body.
Yeah, just, I don't know, a roller coaster, really. Obviously, when I was growing up, Villa weren't professional, so I always thought I'd play for Villa men when I was younger. I was like, yeah, I'm going to play for Villa at Villa Park with the lads. And then, obviously,
I love that.
Made it to the first team, and yeah, it's been good. Obviously, Villa have come through now, and we've got good facilities, got good backing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, I love Villa, don't I?
There's no better person than yourself that's seen like the club transform, like you said, from not being professional to being professional. Like, what are the biggest changes, and what is the what's behind the reason now like Villa are one of the teams competing?
Yeah, we just got good backing now, I think. Before, it wasn't really recognised. I think it's the same over every club, really. There was no backing. They didn't really see women's footballers being an earner, being something people want to watch. But now I think, especially at Villa, we've got good backing from the top, and they're giving us what we need to perform, and it's just increasing every day. And the facilities we've got now they're top, so we can't complain, really.
Now, you did used to play for Birmingham. I remember you at Birmingham. Noisy little bugger you were, always shouting at everyone. But yeah, how was that? And like, because I'm guessing they're like your rivals, so how was it playing there?
Yeah, tough. My family didn't like it. I'd come home in my blue kit and they'd be like, take it off. But now, obviously, I wanted to be professional, so I had to go there, really. And I learned so much. I think the players I was playing with at that time in my career, like Ellen White, Rach Williams, they just showed me the level.
Did you burn your shirt when you left?
Yeah,
you can say it on the podcast. It's a free space, a safe space.
Yeah, burnt it. It's in the bin. No, I'm joking. No, I did enjoy it.
All right. Well, listen, we want to hear about all your favourite memories, because I'm guessing you don't just have one, because 15 years of service is absolutely amazing. So I'm guessing you have more than
career highlight.
Like what's that one moment where like you just like thought that was like unbelievable? That was my favourite.
I'm always going to say it. When I made my debut back to Villa, I scored on my debut a free kick. That was like a pinch me moment. And then I think Wembley final for Blues. I think that was, we got beat bad, but I mean, the experience playing in front of that amount of people, that was pretty sick.
How I would describe Sarah is like, she is Villa. So like the way that a bit like blue collar, like tough, like she is Villa, like bleeds claret and blue, let me tell you, like obsessed with Villa. So it's that's what I mean, it's quite a nice feeling to know that you've like passed that milestone with your childhood club. I mean, obviously I think for you, I know,
and you deserve it as well, by the way, like you fully deserve it, like your commitment is
probably having not won anything with Villa yet.
Yeah.
Because every year it's like, what do you want to do this year? And she's like, win silverware. Like obviously you wouldn't understand what that feels like, Millie, but for Sarah, like that would be, obviously I think for you, your number one
for sure
thing to do.
Yeah. Hey, we'll never say never.
Never say never.
But you do deserve it, and we are really, really proud of you. And I don't actually think moving forward, I don't think the game will have that sort of loyalty. Like I don't, and I don't think like for a club to commit to you as well for that amount of time, like Rach says, it just goes to show like your values, your qualities, like you're an asset to the club, like on and off the pitch. And it's incredible. Like 15 years is ridiculous. And like I said, I don't think we'll see it moving forward. I think you'll barely see 5 years, let alone 15.
But so I think for me, like that's another thing that like for you, Sarah, like is that the loyalty is like probably a number one core value as a human.
Yeah.
And that is the way she is with football as well. So it shows, you know, how being true to yourself day in, day out. Like anyone that meets Sarah in a football capacity will say she's like the hardest working, gets her head down. She's quite quiet, like comes in, gets her work done and leaves. Like she's very much like does everything like right, proper professional. And yeah, I think you speak to Carla Ward and people like that who've coached her for years, like they'll say like she's one of the best people ever and one of the best people to have in your team. So I think sometimes, especially in modern day football, those kind of people are hard to come by.
Yeah.
And it's
agreed,
because the loyalty is a massive thing, and I'm glad you've been recognised for that because it is a massive, massive achievement. And we talk about it a lot with Millie because she seems to make a milestone every week. And
shut up.
So it's like it's quite nice to recognise that someone has such a big
What
achievement.
Did you get?
I got
a fiver.
Got a pat on back.
A shirt, Mayling too, and then like a picture when I was like at Villa before. And my God, the pictures are terrible.
A little chunk.
I ate all the cookies.
So what did you do, Sarah? Eat her?
I'm glad you had a good service.
I think it's quite ironic that it's she got presented with that against Birmingham. But it was a nice moment for you, wasn't it? All the girls were there to.
Yeah, really nice.
We've got kind of memories with both, so that's pretty sick. To be fair, that it fell on that game because you've obviously had service with them and Villa. All right, before we get on to our block and delete, which is Millie's favourite thing in the world, have you got any tips for our podcast? What do you think of me and Rach and our friendship, and what do you think could come across more on the podcast? Or do you think we're just like nailing it? Like, do you think we're just like brilliant?
No, you are nailing it. Of course, you're nailing it. But you need to do some impressions.
Thank you, Miss Mayling. Right, you know what? One episode, I'm saying it right now. I've got a witness. We're gonna do like a bit of a circus episode where you bring a skill on the podcast.
Sure, I'm not performing monkey.
Yeah, we are actually. That's what our fans would like. Our fans would like us. Our viewers, correct me if I'm wrong, would like us to bring a skill. I'm not sure what mine's going to be, but yours is the accent. You go first.
Can you just quickly, before we move on to it, just talk me through how do you see mine and Millie's friendship? Obviously, known us both for so long now, and like,
don't hold back. Just say it.
As best friends, like the best. Like when I speak to Rach, I'm like, you're with Millie, you're a different person. Like you're just the same. Like speaking in a northern accent, like joking around all the time. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're always there for each other, and I love that. You got both sides of it, so. Yeah, I'd want a bestie like you too.
Duh.
Who wouldn't?
Oh, also, I'm intrigued. So if she has a northern accent with me, what does she have with you?
Oh, no, everyone's telling me. Everyone keeps telling me I've got this Brummy twang. I'm like, no, I haven't. But if I have, at the end of the day, I am very good at doing impressions. So I pick things up quite quickly. So anyway, let's not go any further with that. I'm a Northern Yorkshire
She could
girl.
be fooling you. She could be fooling you.
Let's move on to block and delete. Sarah, you have listened to block and delete a lot. And it's obviously Millie's new addition to the podcast.
Come on, Miss Mayling.
You want me to go or do you want to go?
You go.
So my block and delete is, when you're painting?
Yeah. Shark DIY, Daly.
You know the trays that the roller comes in? Oh, I hate them. Like, they're about a tenner for the roller and the thing, and then you can only use. So if you're painting 2 different colours, I'm not washing that thing out. I'm gonna have to go to the shop and get another one.
Yeah, agree.
About 8 this week, and it's just annoying me. Why is it not easy to wash out or trying to get paint off a roller?
Oh, that is so hot. You just throw the roller away.
So I'm blocking and deleting them. There's got to be a better way. I know that you can get the little sleeve things like the film that you can put on. So maybe I need to look into that. But who's getting that when they're nipping down to B&Q?
It's annoying. And do you know what's also annoying? Those trays, when you try and roll it, they slide along the floor.
Yeah, everything about
There's
it.
There's no like sucky pads on bottom to like secure them.
Sarah, hit us with yours.
Mine. So you know Rachel's DIY daily. I'm not. But every 3 hours.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Every 3 hours we get in the day, Rachel's like, What can we change in this house?
What wall can I knock through?
The house is tidy. No, we're going to move this room. And it's constant, isn't it? I'd block and delete rearranging the house.
So you want Rach to just like chill?
Chill out. She would never chill.
Listen, our brains don't chill. We don't do chilling. I can't tell you last time I sat on my sofa and just sat there for longer than 10 minutes without getting up and going, oh shit, I need to do that and that and that and that and that.
Not for me.
Fine. What's yours, Mel?
When people make a cup of tea the wrong way.
Right, let's go through the right way. Talk to me.
Well, I'm not putting like I've seen so many things. I keep seeing it on TikTok and people that they'll do it to a trend and like people that put the water in without the tea bag or the milk in before this. And I'm
milk first for me is an absolute zero. You cannot do that.
You can't. You should be arrested. Don't even put water in without the tea bag. You put the tea bag in. You put the water in.
Milk.
There's only one way to make a cup of tea. So if you're doing it that way, block and delete. Sorry, you are not to exist. It's pretty simple.
I agree.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Grateful. Let's move on to gratitude. What am I the most grateful for this week?
This week,
I think for me, as much as you seem to hate that I do it, I'm going to go in my living room. It's so cozy at the minute. It looks so cozy when you walk in. The trees on, the fire's on. It's warm. You know, it's cozy. And I think these horrible, horrible, freezing cold days, there's nothing better than walking in and having a cozy living room.
It's a nice vibe. It's a nice vibe.
It is nice. It does look nice.
Thank you.
Sarah, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for you lot bringing me on the podcast and recognising me. I think that's really nice. No one's ever really done that for me before. So thank you so much.
But what else are you grateful for? Because I think you said something to me the other day and you're like, you know what? This is what she said to me. You know what? As much as you move the house around and have these ideas in your head and we have to just stop what we're doing and do the project. What did you say?
House looks great. I do actually love it at the end. But when she's like, the table's going in the kitchen, I'm like, no. And then it looks great.
Every time she's like, no, I don't think so. And then I do it and I decorate it.
Well, for the house, you're grateful for having a DIY daily all personalised to yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. Who wouldn't want that?
Do you know what? I'm grateful for the little check-ins that people do.
Yeah, they go a long way, don't they?
I mean, best of you already know you're one of those. But yeah, I think the people that go out of their way to check in and kind of recognise when you need that, I think or even when you don't need it, just to know people are like caring about you and want to know like how your day's gone or stuff like that. No matter what they're going through, I think the little check-ins mean a lot. And like I said, 2025 can literally suck it because I can't wait for 2026. There's so much shit floating around. I cannot wait to get out of this year. I told you, I feel like everyone's cursed.
You know what, right? I think people should practice gratitude more because, you know, the other day when you were like, you were having a bad day.
I had a wobbler. Everyone listening, I had a real bad wobbler.
I checked in with you and what did I say to you?
Your first thing was, what are we grateful for? Let's go through and then
because instantly there's something psychologically that is like, I could be having the worst day ever, but there is something you're grateful for. So there's something that's really good in your life. And it just sort of just like grounds you back down to what's good. And
because you did that, I remember I got off the dog walk and I sent you that video note.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck this bestie. I was like, we've achieved this. We've got this coming up. We've got this to look forward to next year. And then it completely changed like my mindset. But again, that for me is knowing that I can come to you like, and it's weird. Like we just have this is very deep, but me and Rach have this energy where we just, whenever we're both going through something, we're just like magnets. We then draw to each other and we reassure each other without even having to say anything. But you do need the right people around you to say, hey, hold on a sec. It's not all doom and gloom.
And also, I'm really excited to see you this week. So that's what I'm grateful for.
Someone commented on my TikTok, was like, when you see Rach? I was like, soon. They were like, can you do TikToks together? I was like, yeah.
Maybe. But anyway, Sarah, thank you for joining us. We're really proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for being our first guest. That's quite a big deal. But
yeah, that's very big. You're literally the first guest of the podcast ever.
Yeah, they come first, didn't they?
So thank you so much for listening to Daily Brightness. Get in touch on socials at Daily Brightness. Send us your questions for Thursday's Q&A. It's a big goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
And me.